You see that? You see it? Let's go! That is incredible. That is legit incredible, guys. Bubba Wallace finally gets another win. His third career win, and a big one too. Brickyard 400. Holy crap, guys. Holy crap, man. Just, what an unbelievable weekend for Bubba Wallace, man. Had a great car. This is legit one of the best races I've seen Bubba Wallace perform, man. This was a career day for Bubba Wallace. Man, Bubba, he's like my second favorite driver behind Denny Hamlin. And speaking of Denny Hamlin, man, Denny had a horrible start to the weekend. He crashed in qualifying. He ended up was just a resilient day for Denny as well. Started all the way from dead last, finished all the way up to third, and ended up being in contention for the win, man. Of course, I wanted Denny Hamlin to win, man. For him to still try to look for a Brickyard 400, like, you know, it has the past Brickyard 400s for Denny Hamlin have just been brutal, but I'm happy with how Denny Hamlin raced today. I was rooting hard for Bubba Wallace at the end of this race. I was rooting hard for the guy, man, and I was worried after the first overtime, that crash with Zane Smith, that would be over, but golly, it's about time finally Bubba got another win. This is his first win since Kansas, 2022. This win is huge. This win punches Bubba's ticket to the playoffs, completely erupts the playoff grid, like, oh my goodness, man, I am so happy right now. I am legit happy. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my gosh, guys. So stage one, I mean, wasn't really anything big. Chase Briscoe ended up winning the stage, other than the fact that McDowell and Chastain had an incident together. Stage two was won by I think by Ryan Blaney. Yeah, Ryan Blaney won stage two, and yeah, Penske, man, they had a lot of bad luck today. Cindric was actually leading when he had a tire down, but Logano was leading in the pit cycles. But strategy was very big today. To me, if you want to know my take on the race, this race to me was above average. Was an above average race. Holy crap, man! This is awesome, dude. To see Bubba Wallace win finally again, this is huge. Like I said, this is a career day for him. This is a career day. 2311 Racing, that punches Bubba's ticket to the playoffs. This completely can distract, well, especially with everything going on involving the lawsuit and everything going on. Like, 2311 Racing, they weren't chartered cars today. They were open cars, and oh my gosh, this gives them a ton of momentum. A ton of momentum. I have to say one thing, another thing is Kyle Larson, man. He was hard charging, man. Like Bubba Wallace, the strategy. Shout out to Charles tonight too. But Charles tonight, man, called one incredible race. And man, this is the biggest win of Bubba Wallace's career. Without a doubt, the biggest win of Bubba Wallace's. Yeah, would you look at that, man? Go celebrate. Oh my goodness. Just huge all along. I'm going to tell you guys about the race results now. Bubba Wallace wins today's race. Like I said, he had so much to overcome. Fuel, rain delay, weather was yet a factor yet again. Double overtime. Well executed. Thank you. Finally, Bubba gets another win, man. Woo, let's go. Okay, Kyle Larson, man, he was one, if not the fastest car today. He ends up finishing second. Denny Hamlin, like I said, completely resilient today. This has to be one of the most resilient races for Denny this year. He ends up finishing third after he crashing out in qualifying. Ryan Preece ends up finishing fourth. Ryan Preece, man, he was actually leading at one point when he stayed out after one of the first pit stops, then got shuffled to the back, and he ends up finding his way back up to fourth somehow. Brad Keselowski ends up finishing fifth today. This was a good day for Keselowski when it comes to strategy. Todd Gilliland ends up finishing 6th. Ryan Blaney finishing 7th. Christopher Bell 8th. Alex Bowman 9th. And Carson Hocevar rounds out the top 10. I'm going to point us to other noticeable finishers. Hey, Justin Haley. What about that? A top 15 finish. He was up front in the final stage when it comes to running it long. John Aaron Nemechek ends up finishing 12th. Legacy Motor Club had a pretty impressive qualifying. Eric Jones, he did have like a brake rotor problem when he hit like a tire issue, brake rotor issue. Chris Buescher ends up finishing 14th. Buescher was like in the top 10 for the majority of this race. Austin Cindric 15th. Cindric actually led a good chunk of the first laps of the race, and then he just, and a tire went down. From what I can say is, it seems like these teams were forcing the issue when it comes to the tire PSI to go faster, and ultimately I think that's what happened to Cindric right there. William Byron 16th. Shout out to Catherine Legg finishing 17th. Briscoe 18th, who won the pole. Yeah. Ty Gibbs, guys, has won the $1 million NASCAR in-season challenge. The very first in-season challenge winner goes to Ty Gibbs. Not surprised by this result at all. Not surprised. Like, we all know Ty Gibbs can easily outrun Ty Dillon. So, yeah. And then there was like also some sort of incident involving the restart where Stenhouse and Herbst got together, and I called it like a big chain reaction, and that's what happened to Kyle Busch, man. Kyle Busch had a top 10 car today. I feel like Kyle Busch had a top 10 car. It's just after that damage that he got, his car was just not the same anymore. It was not that good after that, so, yeah. Daniel Suarez was also up in that restart scuffle earlier in the race. Michael McDowell, like I said, he got involved in that incident with Ross Chastain, and I don't know what happened. I think he had a tire issue earlier in the race, and then, yeah, Chastain finished last. So those are the noticeable finishers. Man, like I said, this race was full of strategy when it comes to fuel, and ultimately this race is decided by like who had the best strategy and who had the best car, a combination, and that went to Bubba Wallace. Oh my goodness, guys, I am so happy right now. I am legit so happy right now, dude. It's about time Bubba finally got another win. It's about darn freaking time. He did win the duels earlier this year in February, but man, this one right here, this is huge. This is legit huge, man. Let's freaking go. Just a great day, really, along for all my favorite drivers, really. Well, Denny Hamlin, my main guy, he ends up finishing 3rd, like I said. Well-resilient day, very proud of the day Denny Hamlin had today. Bubba Wallace, of course, with the win. Let's get it done. Tyler Reddick, unfortunately, he got caught up in that crash with Zane Smith. I don't know what happened, what really caused it. I don't know if Christopher Bell misjudged it. I don't know if he got tagged from behind that got into Zane Smith. I don't know really what happened, but dang, man, just oh my goodness. But and I don't know where Reddick ended up finishing, but yeah. But that completely changes the playoff standing. So yeah, and this puts Bubba Wallace in. He's the 13th different driver to win this season. Man, I am just so happy right now, guys. Oh my goodness. I would also really I would love to see Denny Hamlin win. I would love to see Denny Hamlin finally complete all the crown jewels. But man, I am extremely happy right now that Bubba Wallace finally won. And that's a huge one too. A huge one. A crown jewel victory. A Brickyard freaking 400. Holy crap. Holy cow. And like I said, Bubba Wallace will be my favorite driver once Denny Hamlin retires. And he had a phenomenal restart. Again, we got just phenomenal, well-executed restarts. And ultimately, he had a fast car too. Like I said, this is one of the best performing races I've seen Bubba Wallace. So yeah, guys, that's it for this. That's it for this post-race reaction. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this one for you guys. yeah, let's just see what happens next week at Iowa. And anyways, guys, this is Preston signing off. Peace out. He freaking did it, y'all.